Hello team, I am Megan. Welcome to Fittest. We will be doing Pilates legs. Lots of exercises to strengthen the legs and a stretch at the end. Right now we're pulling in the belly button, lifting the pelvic floor muscles up away from the mat, and those are our seat belts that we'll be keeping on the entire time. Swap ankles, we're warming up the spine before we start. Those seat belts will keep them in and up by about 10% the whole time. We're building endurance in those muscles, so we're not pulling in so much that we can't breathe. It's a natural lift and hold. Gentle lift and hold, and it becomes a habit that you will do all day, every day. Last one there. We're taking the shoulders up to the ears and then pressing the heels of the hands towards the mat. All the way up, press away. Up, press away. Take the chin over as you look and press away. Last one there. Press away. And then we're pushing the walls away 4 times. Opening up the shoulders and getting circulation all the way to the fingertips. Great work. So we're up on our toes in front. Knees and legs are glued together with super glue. Fingertips out to the sides, belly buttons in, elbows slightly bent. We're starting with the can-can, a nice one for the hips and lower back. You're going side, 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 lift the leg. We go side, 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 lift the leg. Take these at your own range of movement. Could be little ones like this, nice and tight. Everything tight and in. Or you could go a bit bigger. Side, 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 lift the leg. Side, 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 and lift. Here we go. One more each side, 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 and lift. Here we go. Last set. And lift, then everything is glued together, and we're around into side saddle. We're going to reach forward and back. Seatbelts keeping on, shoulders down, long spine, long arms, fingertips long. Then we're going to come on up and work the quad and the knee joints. So you've got one leg out in front. This other thigh, you're hugging it. You can hug and hold. Knee and toes up to the ceiling, and we're going to lift for 8, 7. You could reach as well. 6, 5. Really squeeze the kneecap. Squeeze the quad. 2, 1, and hold it here. And then we're pointing the toes away and up, away, and up. 2 more like that. Keep that leg above the mat. Never mind if it's shaking, it's getting strong. Then we pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. We'll come on down and we will swap legs. So come on forward, bring the other thigh up, setting up. You could hug here, or you could hug here the whole time. Knees and toes up to the ceiling. Here we go for 8. If you'd like to, you could reach. 3, 2, hold it here. Toes go away and up to the ceiling. Away and up. Great work. And then the kneecap and the toes are up to the ceiling. We pulse for 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Come on down, lengthen out, have a quick stretch here. Let the legs stay flat on the mat. Hands could be on the thighs, shins, ankles, toes, wherever they go, where you feel that stretch in the hamstrings and the hips. Lovely. Hold. And then we'll come on up. We're reaching for something behind us and then reaching forward. Working the waist. We're about to add a leg. So the same leg, same arm comes up as we reach back and then forward. Reaching back and forward. Take these at your own pace. Lovely stretch in the shoulder there. Reaching and lifting. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, and we're going to meet on our sides. So coming down, could do a little curl, and then the ear onto the arm like a bicep. Legs and feet, everything is stacked on top of each other. Raising that top leg, and we're doing little tiny circles back. We'll do the easiest ones first. Keep checking that the seatbelts are on. We stop at the top, and now we're circling forward. I'm really lengthening my leg, squeezing the thigh, squeeze the kneecap, nice strong legs. And then we'll stop at the top. Now the leg comes down, the toes drag up, possibly above the knee. The toes reach for the ceiling, and we fold down, develop A. We're developing that long leg. We'll do 5 in this direction. That's 2. Here comes number 1. We close on down, now the other direction. We're going up. We bend the knee, the toes drag on down the leg. Or maybe the toes are just barely skimming the leg as you come down. There's 4. Here's number 5. We bend at the knees, we hide the feet behind us. Everything's in a long line here. We're doing our clams for the hip joint. Great one. Breathing out, breathing in. That's 4, 5, 6. After these, we're going into one of my all-time favorites called kick, kick, point, drag to the back. Great name. Describes exactly what it is. Here we go. The legs come back to where they were. This top leg, we flex the foot and we kick, kick, point, drag to the back. Kick, kick, point, drag to the back. Kick, kick, point, drag to the back. That's great. That's 4. We're going for 8. Kick, kick, point, drag to the back. Kick, kick, point. If it's too much, you can always bend the knee of the bottom leg like that. That could be a better position for balance if you prefer. Totally up to you. Last one, we kick, kick, point, drag to the back, and then we're coming on in both legs together. Big lifts, we're going up and down. Pointing the toe up, flexing the foot on the way down for that lovely stretch for the hamstrings. That's 5. 6, these have a great name as well. Pilates up, down. Exactly what it is. There's 7. Last one. Come on down. We're bending the knees. Come on up into tabletop. The same leg we've been working is coming up to the ceiling. Point that toe. Seatbelts on. The knee comes down to the calf muscle and up. Kiss the calf. Come on up. Kiss the calf. Straight up with that toe. Really squeeze that glute. You got it. There's 7. Hold number 8. I love a pulse. Here it comes. Little pulses. Squeezing the abs in. Hold. Lengthen that leg out. Nice strong posture. Strong spine, strong shoulders. Elbows are ready to shave the ribs. We're coming down for 4. Little triceps push-ups here. Keep squeezing that glute. Aim that leg longer. Last one. Hold it here. Bring the leg in line with your body. Raise the opposite arm out. Hold it here for a moment. We're floating on down. Bending the knees. Ready to come on down to the other side. Legs lengthen out. Ear onto the bicep like a little pillow. And you're circling that top leg back. Seatbelt's really on, so we're not wobbling around at all. We stop at the top. Little circles forward. Holding here, we're going into develop A. The toes, drag up the leg, reach for the ceiling, close on down. We're developing the leg towards the ceiling and down. We're doing 5 in this direction. Here's number 4, number 5, And then we will swap directions. Breathing out as you lift. In. Here's 4. Number 5. Come on down. We bend the knees, hide the feet behind us, lengthen through the front of the body. Feet stay glued together and we're doing our clams. Could be reaching elbow to ceiling with a whole arm to ceiling if you like. 5. After this one, we're coming back, straight legs, kick, kick, point. Foot is flexed to the front and we go kick, kick, point, drag to the back. Kick, kick, point, drag to the back. Kick, kick, point, drag to the back. If you prefer, you can always bend the bottom leg. That could be more comfortable for balance. Keep squeezing the quad, squeeze the glute on the way back. Drag to the back, you've got it. Last 2. And last 1. And then we're going straight into Pilates up, down. Here it comes. We're going up and down. Point on the way up, long leg, flex on the way down for the stretch. Breathing out, breathing in. You've got it. Here's 7. Here's number 8. Come on down, bend the knees. We're coming up and up. The same leg we've been working is going up, seatbelts on. That knee comes down to the back calf muscle, toe to the ceiling. Come on down and up. Down and up, checking shoulders away from the ears, hips facing towards the mat. Strong hips, strong shoulders, strong spine. Here's our last one. We're holding that one up for the pulse. We pulse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. Check fingertips forward. Elbows are ready to shave near the ribs. We're straightening out that leg. 4 triceps push-ups. We're coming down and up. 2, keep squeezing that back glute. Lengthen the leg. 3 and 4. Come on up and hold. The opposite arm, we're going to lengthen. It could be on the mat. It could be reaching up, holding here for a moment. We're floating on down. Come on in. Quick child's pose here. Hips to the heels, arms long. Relaxing for a moment. We're going to do the swimming now. We're coming down onto our fronts, arms and legs into the letter X. Breathing out to lift, opposite arm, opposite leg, in as you lower. We keep the neck neutral in Pilates, so your forehead could be on the floor. Your nose could be floating right above the floor, or you could have your face above the mat, and you're lifted up a little bit out of the shoulders right there. Aiming for a neutral neck, neutral spine as we work. Breathing out, breathing in. Then decide if you'd like to work one at a time like this, or if you're going into the swimming. It's a dynamic move. Here it comes. We raise both arms and legs up, and we paddle dynamically. Your own pace. Start pulling the belly button away from the mat. You can do it. Paddle, paddle, paddle. Lengthen. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the thighs. Squeeze the kneecaps. Reach fingers and toes. There's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lift and hold. Lower on down. Come on up, straight into your cat-cow. Curling the shoulder blades away from each other like a cat stretching. Into your cow. Hips to the ceiling, heart reaching forward. 2 more like that. 1 more here. Then we're going to sit down, bring the legs out in front. It wouldn't be Pilates without the 100. We're going to do the moving 100. Knees above the hips, feet flexed. Seatbelts on, arms long, straight and strong. Moving 100, we're moving the legs Feet slide out. So we're breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. You got it. That's the moving 100. You can always lower the head, neck, and shoulders if you prefer. You're really sinking in the lower abs. Shoulders away from the ears. In, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Last set. Out, 2, 3, 4. Point the teeth and hold, point the feet and hold. Stretch the toes. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, lift that little bit more. You can do it. Woohoo! Come on in. One knee in, other knee in, big hug. The face can go a little bit east and up and a little bit west. One more each side. Then we'll really do our vertical scissors. Here we go. Legs are scissors, doing a little front, back, front, back, front, back. Your own pace. You can always rest the head into your hands. The hands are making a hammock, and I'm putting all of the weight of my head into the hammock. If it's too much, the head, neck, and shoulders can always be on the floor. Absolutely fine in Pilates, especially for any injuries. Otherwise, you're up, floating as the legs go. Smile when you feel that warm, burning sensation in the transverse abdominals. We love to keep these nice and flat. That's 5, 6, 7, and 8, and hold. Hold and smile for the photo. We're going straight into horizontal scissors. One leg is vertical, the other leg is horizontal. Take these at your own pace. You could hold the back of the thigh if you could prefer, and you could push the heels away, bringing the toes towards you if you'd like to stretch the hamstrings at the same time. If you need to, head, neck, and shoulders are always welcome to rest on the mat. This will still strengthen the legs, the abs. There we go. That's 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're bending one knee. Let both legs come down. Hug the thigh in for a moment here. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Have a little wiggle. And we'll swap. Breathing in, breathing out. We swap over, check shoulders. Lovely stretch for the hips and the lower back. Then we're breathing in, breathing out. We'll do a few single leg stretch dynamics. Classical exercise, you'll find these in almost every Pilates class around the world. Hugging one thigh in, lengthening the other leg. Head, neck, and shoulders resting if you prefer. If you really want to think of your hamstrings as you go, push the heels away. There's 5, 6, tighten up. 7, you got it. And 8. Lower down, both knees in, and you're a human ball on the floor. Have a little rock side to side, inching the thighs towards the torso. How close will they come? Then we're taking the knees apart. Toes are touching, holding the ankles, and we're circling the feet and the ankles around here. Other direction. Toes stay together. We're circling the knees around here. Other direction. Then we're bringing the knees together. We're lengthening the legs towards the ceiling, bringing the toes to the face, toes to the ceiling, bending the knees back down. Another one, we're going up for 2. So now the toes come towards us. The toes go away. Again, toes towards us, toes away, bend the knees, fold back down. This time we're coming up for 3. There we go, there's 3, and away, 2, and away, 1, and away. Bending the knees, hold the shins. We're gonna roll on up or use your hands if you prefer. Breathing in, breathing out, we roll on up. Sitting all the way up, lengthen one leg out, other leg out, ready to put the weight into the heels of our hands. We're squeezing the glutes, pressing up through the triceps, all the way up. Keep squeezing. Lovely long plank there. Will your toes touch the mat? Squeeze the glutes a little bit more, you've got it. Sitting on down. Fingertips reaching high before we breathe in. Breathe out, reaching above the toes. Flex the toes, flex the feet, toes back up to the ceiling, and then we're reaching forward, holding it here. Rolling on up, bending the knees, we're coming over into a front plank. You could be on your hands, you could be on your forearms, totally up to you. Injuries, you're walking one leg out and in. Injuries will warm up. One set of toes on the floor, in. You're really pushing through the toes, start to stretch the calf muscle a little bit there. Could keep on walking just like this. Squeezing the abs in as you go. Or walk one leg out. Walk the other leg out, squeeze the glutes, lower the hips, shoulders away from the ears, holding it here. And now, either walking on the floor like we just were, or walking in the air. You're lifting one leg up, point the toe, come on down. Other leg, we point, come on down. Breathing out and in. This is called Pilates leg pull. It's as if someone is pulling your leg away from you, pulling the toes really long, almost pulling the leg out of the hip socket. Not really, but we're just aiming for length. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. That's 5, 6, there's 7, there's 8, come on down, and the heels rock forward and back. That should feel like a little massage in the ankles and toes. And then we're going to hold for a minute here, squeeze everything, super strong. One knee down, other knee down. Hips to the heels first, forearms onto the mat, and then we really reach, letting the forehead come down in the middle, holding it here. Quick lat stretch, we're bringing both arms up and over, stretching there. If you don't feel it, walk the top fingertips away from you, and that same hip, you're pushing back towards the heels. Stretching out the shoulder and the upper back, and the waist. We'll come to the middle. We'll go to the other side, breathing in, breathing out, up and over. Wiggle into it, walk into it. Lovely stretch. Coming to the middle, we're doing one more stretch, and it's also strengthening the hips and the legs. If in doubt, do your normal cat-cow. Curling up like a cat, bending the elbows, pushing the hips to the ceiling. Your normal exaggerated cat-cow. If the next thing is too tricky or you don't really like it, do these instead, really exaggerating the bends through the elbows and the hips. There you go. Otherwise, here we go. This is going to be fun. We're facing the front. One leg out to the side. You're up on the toe. We're going to lift that leg up and we're going to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Lower on down. And then your cat and your cow here. Really push through the arms, the hips. Exaggerate the movement. One more. All the way up. Knee comes in and you're going to the other side. If it's too much, you can take the leg behind you as well. That could be an easier position if you have any injuries to the hip. Otherwise, other leg out, seatbelts on, here we go. We're going up and we're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Toe comes down, cat-cow here. Really allow that stretch through the thighs. Exaggerated, going down and up. Last one, down and up. Knee comes in, and then we're sitting down on the right cheek. You're in your mermaid stretch. Legs could be on top of each other, or the top one could be a little bit behind, bottom one a little bit forward. We're reaching up and over. Let the fingertips go long. And then we're up and over to the other side. Could be here, or could come down on your forearm. Lengthen that top arm, getting the stretch through your waist. Great work today. Here's one of my favorite ones. It's the rocking, hugging mermaid. So coming on up. Opposite arm to the bent knee, hugs the hip. The other arm comes up and over, gently hugging the head. Seatbelts on and we rock here. Keep the shoulder up, keep the pecs open here. If you're curled at all, come on up. Gorgeous stretch, feeling good. And then we're opening out and we'll go to the other side. Knees are up into our mermaid. You could be here. This could be the right position for you, or you could be top knee further back, front one a little bit further. Find your posture. And we're going up and over, lengthening. We'll go to the other side. Up and over could be here, or how about coming down onto the forearm and reaching. Up for that rock and hug, one of my all-time favorites. We hug the hip, the other arm is coming up and over. Hug, once you've got your hug and your stretch, add your rock. Really opening up the rib cage, the underarm, the hip. Pectorals as well, opening up here. And then we're opening up, knees back together, coming to the middle, and we're going side and up, side and up. This time just a rolling movement through the hips and lower back. And the goal is that our knees and hips are going further than when we started. We're warmer. The lower back, the waist, and the hips are nice and mobile. Last 2. And 1. We're coming on up. Right leg out to the side, left foot in. Breathing in. And we're sliding that right arm down the inside of your leg on the mat. The moment this leg pops up off of the mat, bring it gently back down and keep the stretch, even if it means you're sitting up high. Or go as deeply as you can with that leg touching the mat. The other hand could gently press the thigh down here, stretching here. We're coming on up. We're taking the torso and the rib cage towards that straight leg. Hands float down the mat, and we're reaching forward. Again, the goal is to keep that leg on the mat. If it's popping up, better to push it down and stay up with the stretch. You'll feel that more deeply in the hips and the hamstrings. And then we'll come on up. We'll go to the other side. You've got the right leg in, left leg out. Check knees and toes up to the ceiling, tilting, and we're coming down that leg to where you feel a stretch. The other hand, pressing the thigh open to see where you'll go. A lot of this stretch is in the waist as much as the leg. And we're going to come on up. We're taking the rib cage towards the straight leg. Arms on the mat. They come on forward. Belly button in, shoulders down. Just see where you go. This is a deeper stretch for me than if I go like that. So abs in, shoulders down, long spine, leg on the mat, and we're up. And you'll feel that more deeply. Coming on up and into the tailor position where we started. Let's check our shoulders up to the ears, palms pushing away. 2 more like that. Then we're taking the shoulders all the way forward, all the way up, back and down. Juicy circles there. And then the opposite, we're taking them all the way back, up, forward and down. Think of the upper back opening. And then we're breathing in, breathing out. Come on forward. Rock a little here for your hips. And then we'll come up, swap ankles, so we're even through the hips. We're breathing in, breathing out, coming forward. Little rock there. Butterfly stretch, feet together, holding the feet or ankles, elbows gently pressing the thighs open. Have a little wiggle if you like. If you do my sessions regularly, you know I love a rock and roll. There it is. Really feel that tension leaving the hips and the lower back. Add your shoulders, have a wiggle there. And then we're gonna go for it. One leg out, other leg out. You're in the letter V. Seatbelts on and you're tilting forward. Knees and toes up to the ceiling. Really stretching out the legs, hips, waist. Ooh, even shoulders and spine are in here. Point the toes away and up a few times. And then you'll come that little bit more. Every millimeter counts in stretching. We are aiming to really open up the body, opening up the hips there. Feels great. Well done. Great work. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.